Hello YouTube, this is Bit from Set 3 and Pass, and today I'm going to show you my zombie deck profile for the Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT format. Now I love GOAT format and I love playing zombies, so yeah, let's get into it. So you want to play 3 Pyramid Turtle, always 3 Pyramid Turtle. You never want to play any less than that. These are your floaters. I play 2 Spirit Reaper. I like Spirit Reaper, it's defensive and you can summon it with Pyramid Turtle, so it's pretty good. And I play 2 Vampire Lord. Absolutely fantastic card, one of my favorite cards, so I needed a deck to play this card in, and this is the deck. So those are the zombie monsters. And now I have the regular monsters that every deck in GOAT has. So I've got 1 Sinister, 2 Magician of Faith. You always want to recycle your spells. It's quite a heavy spell deck. I'll show you in a minute what spells I have. Sangan, Breaker, Tribe, and for the last slot I play Cyberjar. The reason why I play Cyberjar is because there's a lot of monsters in this deck. It helps you dig into a cards you need, and also if you happen to have a Spirit Reaper with it, you've created a board state where they've got to now get rid of a Reaper. And then for the final 2, I actually play the Sacred Phoenix package. So I play Hand of Nefertiti and Sacred Phoenix of Nefertiti. Again, I think these are absolutely fantastic. Because in this deck you're always floating monsters, you always got stuff, so essentially you could Cyberjar, get monsters out. You've got Pyramid Turtle, you can get monsters out and use Hand of Nefertiti to tribute and basically just summon the Sacred Phoenix. And again, it is really hard for people to deal with a Sacred Phoenix and a Vampire Lord at the same time on the board. And you can get V-Lord out by using a turtle. So these two just make sense. So for the spell lineup, obviously you got to have the Holy Trinity, Pot of Greed, Graceful, and Delinquent. Now this is why I play a lot of monsters, because of creature swap. You take their monster and then you essentially just use it as your own. Crash into it, crash into a turtle, and you get 2 monsters. I also have Enemy Controller, so I can take one of their monsters as well and use it as a tribute. So that's why I've got these 3. I do want to play 3 creature swaps just in case, because sometimes I do need a protection spell. So rather than playing 3 creature swaps, 2 is good enough. I've got 2 Book of Life. Pretty much your graveyard's always loaded with zombies, so this is good to have. And it gets rid of like chaos pieces from the graveyard. 2 Noblemen of Crossout. Every deck needs it. 1 Mystic, 1 Snatch, 1 Prem, 1 Heavy Storm, and the last tech card I use is Lightning Vortex. So essentially, because I play so many revival cards like Premature Burial, I do play Call of the Haunted as well. I've got 2 Book of Lives. You could either get rid of Sinister Serpent, you can get rid of a V-Lord if you've got Book of Life. You've got a lot of things you can get rid of for Lightning Vortex. Plus, it's just nice. It just clears the board. You get rid of any Scapegoat tokens, any Thousand Eyes Restrict, all that good stuff. So for the trap lineup, you play the Call of the Haunted, 2 Bottomless, the Dust Tornado, and the ones of Tribute, Ring of Destruction, and Mirror Force. So nothing new there, just the traps you need to play GOAT. Now for the side deck, it totally depends on how you want to side deck. This is my side deck. Again, it just depends on who you're playing against, your locals, or the event that you're playing for. Usually, because GOAT format, you kind of know what the top decks are. So you've got Warrior, you've got your GOAT Control, you've got Chaos Turbo. You kind of just side in for those. So I have 2 Minecons, gets rid of Chaos Turbo stuff, 2 Scapegoats, 2 Mystic Walks for the burn decks, Decree, Ceasefire. So the only reason I play this is just Cyberjar. Use Cyberjar and they put all the monsters face down. Ceasefire flips them up, and not only do they take 500 damage for every effect monster on the field, the effects get negated, which is absolutely fantastic. So they might be thinking, actually, they've done a Cyberjar, they've put monster defense, Magician of Faith, stuff like that, Gravekeeper Spy. You just flip that over, they don't get their effects, and they neg 500 for each monster. Speaking of Gravekeeper Spy, put these in just for Chaos Turbo. Going game 1, if I set this down, if they activate Nobleman Crossout, they get rid of theirs. This is not really a massive loss to me, but it is to them, because they get rid of defense monster, and it's a dark monster as well. So the Blackluster Soldier usually isn't live if they knock it, so it's a really good knock target. Same thing with Magician of Faith. I don't really need Magician of Faith in this deck, but it's a good knock target. or Sewer Priest, essentially just for the goat control decks. Gets rid of Scapegoats, amazing monster, and the ones on Bar of the Dark. Just if I'm going against Chaos Control, I'm usually going to side this in. If I go against Warriors, usually side this in as well. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed that deck profile. Do let me know how you feel about the deck. Do you think having the Handed Nefertits and the Sacred Phoenix is a good tech or not? I really do like these cards. I do like V-Lord, so I wanted to make a deck where I could use all of these cards. So I do enjoy this deck. So yeah, leave your comments below. How would you improve this deck? What is your favorite GOAT deck? What is the deck that you like going to? And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Thank you.